Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marie. Hey sis, hey. And if you like this vibe that we have over here, I want you to comment, like, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we do uploads. We talk about everything over here. Like we talk about lifestyle, we talk about the fashions, we talk about real girlfriend advice, we talk about the tea with real quick sis episodes, and we talk about just life. Because life be lifing, adult be adulting. And sometimes we here for it, and sometimes we not. So for this video, we're talking about 2025 audit. What I mean by that, sis, is that we're going to talk about our 2025 goals. Did we hit them? Did we set ourselves up for failure? What does that look like? So we're going to go through a certain amount of categories. Get your water, get your tea, get your drink. Now, since I'm holding this up, this is a St. Laurent mug. This is a great, like, low cost luxury gift if you're still looking for like birthday gifts or Christmas gifts or even just like just because gifts. This is good. So I just have in here some ginger ale. Yeah, cute. This let's just jump right into it. The first category is my no buy list. Did I hit the mark? What y'all think? I want you to comment below before I get into it. Did I hit the mark on my no buy list without even knowing what my no buy list was? Without even knowing what my no buy list was, do you think I hit the mark? I know some of y'all gonna hate and say no. You be right. You will be right. I did not hit the mark all the way, but having a no buy list really kept me in check about what I wanted to buy versus what I didn't want to buy, what I had to have versus what was just like, it's nice to have. So, first, let me tell you what was on my no buy list. No buy list consisted of designer bags. If y'all know me, I love a designer bag, not just any. No. Not just any designer bag. It has to have like a certain flair about it. It has to have like a certain vintage aspect, like a certain grown woman aspect to it. Not trendy, but something that, that would be timeless for me. So the goal was is not to buy a designer bag this year. Also on my no buy list was to not buy a timepiece. Now, your girl love a good watch. If you watch my shorts, if you haven't, sis, make sure you're following me on TikTok, Instagram, and over here on YouTube because when I do my outfits and outfit of the days, I do show you guys which watch I have on. So it was not to buy a designer watch this year. Also, not to buy designer accessories like Chanel earrings or YSL belts, stuff like that. Like I didn't want to buy any designer accessories this year. And also I wanted to not buy a whole bunch of skincare. Like trying out a whole bunch of stuff. You just accumulate a lot. So it was not to buy a lot of skincare. So my list was pretty, oh, and not to buy any sunglasses. I sit back because if you watch my channel, you know that was an epic fail. But not to buy any sunglasses. Those were my no buy list for 2025. So how did we do? Each category, we're going to say, did we hit the mark? Did we not hit the mark? So for designer handbags, I did not hit the mark. But like, okay, listen to me. Listen to me, Linda. I did so good. I only bought one designer handbag and my mommy gifted me another. So usually every year I'm probably getting three or so designer handbags. One. And it was mid-level designer. So I bought a Demilier bag, crossbody bag in black. It had a like snakeskin print on it. I'll insert it here, but it had a snakeskin print on it, and I didn't have any crossbody bags. So yeah, but okay, because y'all know we spend a coin, but we like to save a coin. Girl, I got this at Saks for a little bit under $300. Now, the bag is regularly for the size I got, I think it was a large, is like $585 for that print. under $300. Now, although I didn't hit this no buy goal, I feel very proud that I didn't do what I usually do. So I would say this is can I get half credit? Do we do? Okay, maybe not. So let's get into the second category, timepieces. Did I hit the goal? And did, and did. I did not, as many as I saw this sis, as many as I saw this year, I did not buy a timepiece. Hallelujah. Can somebody say amen with me? I hit it. I did not buy it. I did not buy no, on the nail. We're gonna take a sip for that one because I feel like we did good. All right, let's move on to the next category: designer jewelry, fashion jewelry, designer fashion jewelry. Did we hit the mark? And did. And did. I did not buy. Wait, hold on. Designer fashion jewelry. No, I didn't buy any fashion jewelry. We did not buy any designer fashion jewelry this year. We utilized everything that we had and we kept to the script. So we did hit that goal on no buy, no designer fashion jewelry. And last but not least, skincare. So this is another one kind of like the designer bag, yes and no. Now, I did not buy a lot of skincare. There were a few that I was influenced by. I mean, do y'all comment below? Like, you're scrolling and you see something, you're like, that just looked like it worked. And not that it's showing up everywhere, because I'm a little leery of things showing up everywhere. But I did buy a few things, different skincare. Now, of course, I replenished my skincare, but I did buy a few things different, but I didn't go in as much as I could. I really feel like if I can count on one hand the things that I bought different for skincare. I know I bought a moisturizer, um, some under eye, what are they called? Patches. I bought some eye retinal care, and I feel like I got a different face wash. And I didn't get any mask, anything like that, and a lip mask, lip scrub. Yeah, so I can count on one hand, how many I got. The next category is shopping. Did I shop intentionally? Did I shop with purpose? Did I avoid frivolous spending? Did I get what I needed? Did I get the things that are on the list? Did I pause when I wanted something that was a little bit expensive to say, is this a nice to have or do I really need it? I did. I did. I feel like as I'm getting to a big age, I'm in my early 40s, and I want to make sure that my wardrobe, the things that I buy, the things that are in my closet in my home reflect who I am. And since I'm a quality woman, I want to make sure the things that I have reflect that. Since I feel like my vibe is very down to earth, yet sophisticated, yet timeless, I want to make sure that things I have in my home, the things that I wear, the things that I possess reflect that too. So, yes, I did intentionally shop this year and I felt good that, okay, okay. I keep a list of pending shipments just so I know what's coming in and coming out. I know that may sound like I shop a lot, which I probably do. But also, when I look through that list per quarter, it was stuff that I needed. It was stuff that I needed. It's stuff that I wear. I get my cost per wear. So I feel good about that. So, yes, I want to take that into 2026. I want to shop intentionally. I just don't want to fill my closet up with stuff I'm not going to wear, stuff that's going to be out of style, trends. I really want to make sure that it says Marie. So, yes, we hit that goal. So, the next category says is financial. Did I hit my financial goals? And what do we say over here? I'm always saying this. We like to spend a coin, but we like to save a coin. Did we hit our savings goal? Absolutely. That is a non-negotiable for me and my husband. We're going to hit the savings goals. Did we hit our retirement goals? That's also a non-negotiable. As you get older, you have to start thinking about that. Now we're not old. We a little bit seasoned, but we ain't old. But you do have to start transitioning your mind to thinking about retirement. And then did we hit our investment goal? We did. We did. So all of our financial goals, like our investments, retirement, savings, emergency funds, we did. We hit all of our goals, and we usually do it year over year, which is why I don't feel guilty about getting the shit that I want. The next category says is wellness. So when I think about wellness, I think about, did I work out consistently? Did I do my skincare routines consistently? Did I commit to my hobbies consistently? Like those type of things are wellness. And that I am ashamed to say no. No, I always talk about like taking care of yourself and different things like that, but I did not do a good job of that this year. Like I feel ashamed that I didn't take care of myself the way that I needed to in that department. So let's talk about the gym. Y'all, I have a full home gym. I have the full, what is it called, rack with the lat pull downs, with the leg thing, with the bars, with the ropes. I have all of that. And I can't get myself to the gym to work out. Don't talk about me because I'm talking about myself. Like, I got to do better. So, I really want to change that in 2026. I am usually more motivated when people are around me, but we didn't invest in that gym, okay, to not use it. So in 2026, I definitely want to start out going twice a week. I say going, girl, going to the gym in my house twice a week. And I want to make sure that I am mindful of whatever, like put it on a day. What are my less busy days? And I don't want to put it just on the weekend because that's 5 days apart. I want to put it on a weekday to structure a routine, and then at second quarter, I increased to three. At fourth quarter, I increased to four. And then, of course, that's it. And if I'm doing 3 days a week and doing a class or something like that, that's fine. So, gym, no, we didn't do that. And we definitely have to get better. As we get older, we have to lift more, keep our metabolism up. So, although I did go, like, I did not go consistently. Let's just be real. Let's be honest. Let's take accountability. We'll do better in 2026. With the other categories like skincare routines, was I consistent? No. Y'all, okay. Just with work, um, I don't, and work being so demanding in my field, what I do, I I don't have time for a nine-step routine every night. I don't. Like I commit to double cleansing to get my makeup off. Okay. Like that's a lot, especially when you are tired. But I want to make sure that I change that because I have the stuff. I have the stuff to do the routine. I am just really not doing it. Right. And some of that has to do with time management too. And some of that has to do with just being tired and getting a better work life balance. So in 2026, I want to commit starting out because I want to stick to these goals is doing a nighttime routine once a week. So keeping with the wellness, like did I go to any classes? Did I do any like assistant of my hobbies? Yes and no. So go to any classes. I went to a couple of classes, one with my daughter-in-law. It was a Pilates class, which I really enjoyed. Girl, I did one class this year. Okay, girl. Okay, I gotta get better. I did one class this year. Um, and that was it. And then when I think about hobbies, yeah, it's going to lead into the next category, which is my hobby with content creating. So, content creating was the next goal, and I wanted to be more consistent. I really started at the half year mark. So, if I say that I did that, yes and no. Like, started since August being consistent, and I have been on YouTube and on TikTok and on my stories on Instagram. But yeah, I'm gonna give myself the E for effort because working, doing all the things and managing that is can be a lot, but we did it. Let me know, like when you look at vlogs, what do you like to see? Because I definitely want to get more into that parts of my life. I want to be better about vlogging on vacation, which is a struggle for me. Okay, so this last category is about travel. Did I hit my goals for travel? Um, and I'm gonna say yes. One of the things that we initially said for our birthdays is that we would, okay, I'm lying. Let me go back. Did we hit our goals for traveling? No. And I'm gonna tell you the no why. So for our birthdays, we said we're going to do something domestically. We're going to do something around here. And then maybe for our anniversary, we will go out of the country. We lied.
She lied, and I should have known better.
It's as simple as that, sis. We lied. And I'll tell you why. Okay. So when I was looking for a trip for my birthday, Team Aquarius, but I was looking for something for my birthday and I was looking at places like New Mexico or, things like that. But it's usually pretty cold around my birthday. So I was just kind of frustrated with not being able to find something I want to do because when I travel, I want it to be intentional too. Like I want to experience something that I've had on my list for a while or something that I really want to do. So I was really frustrated. And my husband, he complains about me being spoiled, but he's had custody of me for a long time since we've been married, 24 years. Um, Sir, you created this, like, okay, what do you want me to do? So I was really frustrated. He was like, okay, um, you have to find something. That's what we said. I was like, all right. So then he sends me a text and he's like, he's taking me to Switzerland. Well, because I was excited. That's still on the list. I didn't go to Switzerland because the exact hotel I wanted to stay at was booked. And so I was like, can we do something? He was like, fine, just, find something. He said, find something. And I found Cape Town, South Africa. So that's where we went. So we did not stay in the States for our birthdays. For his birthday, we went to Turks and Caicos, still out of the country. And then for our anniversary, we did Alaska. I will try to get those vlogs together for you because it was a really good time and just kind of post those in hindsight. So traveling, we had some amazing experiences, but did we stick to what we said we were going to do? No. For 2026, we already have our plan for travel. Now I'm a little crazy. Like I don't like to share travel before I go. I feel like it jinxes it. Do y'all have any like superstitions like that? I mean, it's for safety reasons too, but I just feel like I want to go and then I'll tell you about when I get back. Let me know if you feel like that too. But we do have 5 trips on the books for 2026. We have in mind what we're going to do. One is already booked and planned. The second one is on the way to be booked and planned after the research. And fun fact, I plan all of our trips. Yes, I do the research, plan them. But my husband did plan my 40th birthday trip, which he did good on that. But yeah, so we have already pre-planned 2026, so we should be able to stick to our goals. And since as we come to a close on this 2025 audit, I don't want to forget like the blessings that God had given me this year that was really unexpected and that really impacted my life, my family's life. So I'm going to go through a few of those as well. They weren't on the list, but the Lord showed up and showed out. And so I'm just so thankful that He allows me to live this life. He allows me to work hard. He allows my husband to take wonderful care of me, to care about my mind, body, and spirit. My girls are amazing. So I just feel really blessed in that area. So the first thing that was a blessing is that my husband released his jazz album called Finally Me. And okay, I know we all are gonna hype our person up, but if I can be honest, it's a really good jazz album. And also, there's a song for me on there that don't hurt. And then also I did a spoken word on his album called A Man, which is definitely a tribute to him. So that was a blessing. The second thing that was a blessing is really going to South Africa. I wasn't supposed to go, as I told you earlier, on a out of the country trip. Definitely not over the damn whole Atlantic to get there and 17 hours later. But I had been having Boulders Beach on my list forever, having Africa on my list since I was a tween of going back to the motherland. And that was such a blessing. And then when I got there, just things that happen as far as being able to get some real artifacts that you always see behind me, being able to get some real diamonds, natural diamonds from Africa, and just experiencing all the things that I've saw on TV and that I've always wanted to experience. That was such a blessing. Another blessing was that our youngest daughter got married. Her and my daughter-in-law, they are like the perfect couple. I love them. I love how they love one another. I love how they support one another. I love how they care for one another. And so the wedding was very, intimate and small, and the reception was very live, and we had some good food, and that was a blessing. Another blessing is that my husband charted number 85 on the smooth jazz list, and I threw him a album release party. It was a surprise. He had no idea, and to see that smile on his face was just so amazing. It was the best thing that I could have saw this year. And another blessing this year that lights up my life, we have a new addition to our family. I am a Nona. Our oldest daughter and her husband had a baby girl. She is so amazing. She is just the happiest little person that I know, and I don't know. I just feel like really gush about her. And I don't know. I love her and I adore her so much. And I'm just so thankful that she arrived healthy and whole. I got a chance to see her come into this world, which was a very special moment that I thank my daughter for sharing with me. Um, it was just good. It was good. It was a good year when I think about it. And I'm so thankful, so blessed. So although, sis, we all are going to have those things that we can do better, things that we wish we would have done differently. But let's celebrate the big things. Like, let's celebrate the little things. Let's celebrate the things we did do. And then we just commit to doing better for the next year. All right, sis. So I hope you enjoyed my 2025 audit, the goals that I hit and didn't hit, the unexpected blessings that came my way, and all the things in between. So if you like this content, if we vibe, and I know we vibe, make sure that you like, comment, get into the conversation, but more than anything, make sure that you subscribe so you can see the new content that's coming out in 2026. So I'm excited to continue this journey. All right, sis.
Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. Here is another outfit formula. Today is a filming day and I decided to throw on this cute little number. Now, if I'm being honest, I've had this in my closet for at least 1 to 2 years. This is a meshki maxi dress, and I love about this dress is that it is off the shoulder. I paired it with some Bottega Veneta earrings and leaving off any other jewelry to really create that timeless, luxury, sophisticated look. Now, I do love that this is very stretchy in that you can pull up that fabric to give it a more casual look or let it hang down to give it a more boho look. Now, you guys know that I love a bell sleeve and I love that sleeves fall over my hands. That's my judge. Now, I am wearing this with my Aldo heels. I know someone eventually gonna come for me, but I love them. So what? All right, sis, I hope you enjoyed this outfit. Again, you can wear it winter, spring, summer, fall because it does have a little heaviness to it. You can always pair it with a coat over your shoulder. All right, so let's get to filming so we can go out and run some fun shopping errands.